Today I'm diving into the top 10 public school districts in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area according to niche.com, not according to Mary Schumann, according to niche.com. This is a crucial topic for families considering a move to the Twin Cities metro. I am Mary Schumann. I'm a realtor here in the Twin Cities, and I help people get the information they need to make the best move possible. School choice is a very personal thing, and while these schools have ranked highly on niche.com, it's important to visit the schools, talk to the administrators, ask questions that are pertinent to your child's needs, and ensure that the decision that you make is the best fit for your family. Minnesota stands out in its commitment to education. In May 2023, the state passed a massive $2.2 billion funding increase. This is an increase for public schools. This means that the total budget now exceeds $23 billion. Minnesota is dedicated to providing top-notch educational opportunities, and the governor has publicly stated his goal of making Minnesota a great place to raise a family. All right, I feel like David Letterman here. We're going to do the top 10. Number 10, Matomidi Public Schools. This is a smaller district on the northeast side of the city with only about 3,200 students total, and the student-to-teacher ratio is a little higher than you're going to see in some of these other districts. It's at 24-1, but it ranks highly in academics. It does have a gifted program, and AP courses are offered. At number 9 is Rosemount Apple Valley Egan Public Schools. This school district has a higher ranking in the diversity area of student population. The student-to-teacher ratio is lower, according to niche.com, stating that the ratio is 17 students for every one teacher. This is an enormous school district with a lot of schools and almost 30,000 students. And it has just about everything due to its large size. Number 8 is Mounds View. Mounds View has a similar student-teacher ratio as Rosemount Apple Valley Egan, but a much smaller student population at just under 12,000 students. Mounds View offers special ed, AP classes, and a gifted program. Mounds View is kind of like a bedroom community up there. There's not a heck of a lot in Mounds View. There's a lot around Mounds View. And number 7 is Lakeville Schools. Lakeville is a smaller district with about 11,500 students total and a 17-1 student-teacher ratio. Lakeville is a growing community. There's a lot of new construction in this area. I did a video on this area. This is formerly fairly rural and becoming quite suburban. If you're interested in taking a look at Lakeville, I'm going to link to that video right here. And I do have a lot of other suburbs that I've done in the same playlist if you're curious about various areas. Number 6 is Hopkins, and I did a video on this too. This is a small district of only about 7,000 students. It has a great student-teacher ratio at 15-1. This is a community to consider if you like that small town feel, but also want to be close to an actual city. Number 5 is Orono, and this is a very small school district with less than 3,000 total students. It's in one of the wealthier areas of the metro, bordering right on Lake Minnetonka in certain places. And this district scores really well on niche for everything except diversity. Number 4 is Edina Public Schools. So if you don't know how to pronounce that, it's Edina. That's what everybody says here. Helping you sound like a local. This is a district of 8,400 students, and it's in a close-in suburb to Minneapolis. I have done several videos showing various neighborhoods in Edina. You can find those in my playlist, but I'm going to link Indian Trails, which is right close to the high school here. I encourage you to take a look at the websites of the various districts to see what they're highlighting. Edina has a very large offering for a district this size. And quoting from the school district, they say that Edina Public Schools offers opportunities for students to deeply explore their interests, experience real-world learning, and creatively innovate. Pre-K through 12 STEAM. I don't know what the A means in there. I need to educate myself. Travel-based learning, language immersion, talent development, and a virtual pathway are a few of the ways that we individualize learning. All right, number 3 is Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie offers a Spanish immersion school as one of its options. It also has a gifted program, AP, and special ed. It has about 9,000 students, and they say that they have a 15-to-1 student to teacher ratio. This district is in a very high demand suburb on the west side of Minneapolis, and according to the school district, they believe it is their purpose to create an environment of care and support where each student is inspired every day to recognize their skills and motivations, take ownership of their learning, and explore their interests and passions. I actually was sitting in on a presentation from the Eden Prairie schools, and one of the things that they really seemed to emphasize to me was that they would help kids get on a track to pursue their interests long term, meaning like almost like make career decisions starting when they're little kids, but I don't mean that in the true sense of the word. It's just following interests. Okay, number 2 is the Minnetonka School District. It serves 10,900 students. It is, according to them, the most sought after district for open enrollment in Minnesota, with nearly 3,600 non-resident students choosing to enroll there. I have a video on open enrollment as well. So many videos, so little time. All right, Minnetonka offers K-12 Chinese and Spanish immersion, K-5 computer coding, AP and International Baccalaureate courses, collaborative research, advanced professional studies, online learning, and award-winning arts and music programs. 98% of seniors there graduate, 90% are college-bound. Okay, drum roll. The number 1 school is Wayzata School District. And that's another pronunciation lesson for you, Wayzata Schools. I hear from a lot of parents that want to get into this district because they have such a good reputation and offer a lot of programs for special ed, AP, and gifted students. This district is large geographically. It has 8 suburbs that feed into it on the north and western side of the metro. They do have about 13,000 students. And an important thing to understand is how school funding is tied to property taxes, and this affects resources in schools. So that means schools in areas with higher home prices and therefore higher taxes generally have more resources. However, this doesn't mean that schools that are not on this list are not also great options. The Twin Cities boasts many excellent public schools. Remember, if public schools aren't the right fit for your family, the Twin Cities also has a robust system of private schools, including religious and independent secular schools. Choosing the right school is about finding the place where your child will grow and thrive. Thank you for joining me. I love to talk to people that meet me on YouTube, so please feel free to reach out with questions. And don't forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and comment with any questions or experiences that you may have had with these schools.